This message, the name of this series and the name of this message is called Dear Dr. Jordan Peterson. I've already tried to contact my favorite YouTubers by making videos and sending them to them, and have gotten nowhere. I'm pretty sure this will happen too, because most people that are like big YouTubers and have lots and thousands of followers are busy. And thank Jesus that Dr. Jordan Peterson is busy, and nor would I want to pervert your time with the smallness of my problems. But I do think Dr. Peterson, aside from being my guru and giving me a lot of, putting wind in my sails as a man right now that I really desperately needed, because I was literally, for pretty much about the last 2.5 years, until I found you and the other social justice warriors fighting for my rights. Milo, Shapiro, Karen Strawn, the whole Joe Rogan, the whole gang, all right? All that has come into my life, and it has changed me profoundly. So the reason I'm making this video for you, Dr. Peterson, I really don't know if I hope you'll never get back to me. But in the event that you do, I want you to understand what I am and what you have done for me and what I can do for you, because I think that I can help this cause. I'm somebody who lived my whole life thinking I was liberal, told I was a liberal, told I was a Democrat because my parents are blue-collar, working-class people. So because I was working-class, it was just accepted that I vote for Democrat. My family loved Jimmy Carter. My family loved Bill Clinton. And I mean, so did I. I thought the same way. But what's happening now is just, there's no reversing it. This is out of control. And so now I'm swinging to like a more conservative stance. I'm swinging to a more, like, instead of blaming everything else, I'm cleaning up my own room, metaphorically, in my life. I'm trying to get my shit together and become a better man. I've gone MGTOW, and before I get more into me very profound and deeply, I just want you to realize that, like, you have saved my life. I was going to kill myself, and I still think about killing myself. I mean, if you've ever had to, like, go through the court system, the family court system, it's really that makes me want to kill myself. Like, yes, there's purposelessness, but I can find purpose. It's just that, like, I can't win. This is a prison sentence that I'm losing. And if we live in America, we're supposed to be treated fair and equally in the court of law. That is not at all what's happening. Like, everything I've ever read about, like apartheid and like black rights before the civil rights movement in America, everything I read about slavery, like, it all seems to be happening to me as a man and as a father and shit like that. So, this message is for Dr. Jordan Peterson. I said it now 5 times. Sorry about that. I wake up and watch you each day. I think I can improve my life. I can improve my skills. I can improve my ability to speak as a public speaker. I can improve my ability as a public servant. I can improve my ability as a man, as a neighbor, as a father, as a son, as a cousin. Everything, every function that I fill, every capacity that I fill in this world, I can do better by simply cleaning up my room, I guess, if you want to put it, by following these instructions and thinking critically about myself and thinking critically about society. So, this is just going to be video 1. I don't want to like get too into it. There's going to be different categories and different subjects that I'm going to send you, but I'm pretty much going to send a Dear Dr. Jordan Peterson every single day, or every time I'm inspired to talk to you. And hopefully, sooner or later, you'll get this. And the reason why, Dr. Jordan, that I'm calling you is because I think, A, you should study me, because apparently I'm bipolar, okay? I'm certainly, I don't really know if I understand the correct definition of an alpha male, but I'm pretty sure I'm a classic textbook, clear as day definition of an alpha male. I've been in I've been like 5,000 fights in my life. Like, when I see a man, that's the first thing I think is, can I take him or can he smoke me? And when I see a woman, I think, would I fuck her or not? You know, and I've been with thousands of women, but I have been with hundreds. I've done quite, for how ugly this face is that's talking to you, I've done quite well. I've been a professional rapper since the age of 12 and a professional musician. My vocation as a musician, I'm primarily a rapper, but I hate rap music. And I play guitar and I'm in a rock band, so we play a lot. We mix and merge and mash up a lot of stuff. And I play a lot of actually, since I've found you, my band has taken off and there's success happening in my life. There's things good are happening all around me. So I want you to study me. And I think that through my music, I can like imagine it like, all right, think about this. We're trying to reach millions of men, the hearts and minds of men and women, okay? But definitely we're trying to open up to men here who are getting screwed. Imagine if, say, somebody, a white rapper with the skills of, say, Eminem, right, had your political agenda and was a student and a scholar that thinks of you as his guru, saying the same thing, you know, with the same capacity to rap and the same ability to attract that audience. And by the way, I hate Eminem. I'll eat that nigga for breakfast. I'm a real vicious MC. I'm a freestyle MC. I can go right off my dome. I don't have to write shit down. I'll insult your mother, your girlfriend, your shoes, your socks, your everything. And on top of that, I'm also now, aside from being a professional musician, most of my life I have been a gangster. Okay, and I'm in tons of trouble with law. I take great risks. But I'm a Robin Hood type gangster. Like, I really don't care about money. I care about helping my community, helping the people that can't do shit for themselves. I care about throwing parties for people and making people have good times that wouldn't otherwise have the capacity to do that shit. And I've been doing it since I'm a teenager, and I'm now 47. You know what I mean? I have a pretty long career at this. So on top of that, oh yes, I'm also a pretty seasoned gangster. I've done some time. I've been in the last, I'd say, 5 years in the 32 state penitentiaries in Pennsylvania, where I'm from. I've been in, I think, 8 of those prisons. And that's another thing. That's right there is a subject for a different show. How good prison is for men. It's sad to say that, but I had a great experience in prison. It's easier in prison than it is living alone as a man on the streets, just so you know. But that's different. Like, that's going to probably be like episode 3 or episode 4 of Dear Dr. Peterson. So, and then finally, like, I have musical ideas, like, and I'm gonna start sending those to you. Like, in fact, what I'm trying to pitch to you is an idea I have for a male rights song, and I want to shoot a video for it. But I don't even have a studio right now. I'm very poor. But it's a song called "I Miss Jail." Okay, and it's basically, the video is gonna start out with me against my baby's mom, her lawyer, and a mediator / faux judge who handles my case in custody court, and me freaking out and flipping out and going, I want my children back. Like, they're basically the things that happen in court to me every time, and the cops coming in and them sicking dogs on me and shit right in the courtroom and the whole nine. Like, I want that to be the beginning of the video. Then the music starts, and you see me going through the process of getting booked, coming into prison, and I know everybody, and all the guards are slapping me on the back and saying, yo, Richie Rowe, what's up? Like, in prison, I know the guards, I know the warden, I know all the inmates. Like, it's my home, you know what I mean? I feel good there, and everyone's like psyched for me to see me. And as I'm going through the process of going through, you know, prison after prison to get to my home jail, that's the whole video. I love jail. Like, you know, 3 square meals, you know, I'm on a softball league, I'm on a horseshoe league, 3 square meals a day, yo, I'm in jail. You know what I mean? Like, that attitude. I want to make a video, an anti-feminist video called I Miss Jail, about how fucked up it is that that's the best place for men, right? It's the only place you can be a real man anymore. We're allowed to be a man. You know, jail, sadly, I don't want to end up jinxing myself by saying it, but I did have a positive experience in jail. And then finally, like, the other reason that, and the other thing I want you to see me do is I want to hijack. I want, like I think MGTOW as a movement needs a song, a theme song, and that's another episode that I'm gonna do for you. We're gonna jack a feminist anthem, and the anthem I have in mind is a song by a group called the Indigo Girls. They're uber lesbians from the early '90s. Okay. and they have a song called Galileo, which is a song about murdering Galileo for telling the truth. When I saw the dude from Google who did the report on why there's no women engineers, and then they fired him because he just told the truth, that inspired me to want to like make that Galileo song into instead of a feminist anthem, like masculinist anthem. We keep getting yelled at for trying to bring out the facts and the truth. So look it, man, Dr. Peterson, I need your help. And the last thing that I want from you that I would like is they keep using it against me, and like I am actively trying to be a father to expand my time with my children and be more in their lives. One Sunday a month doesn't cut it for me. It's never gonna cut it for me. And the fact that I paid $980 and only make $22,000 a year, I pay $980 a month to my baby's mom, who makes $122,000 a year and is married to a new nigga who makes $40,000 a year. Why I have to give her half of my 22? I keep fighting in court. I've been to court. I left her in March 6th of 2010. Today is like March 21st of 2019. That's 9 years and a couple days. I've been to court against that bitch 208 times. She has had a lawyer every time. I had a lawyer the first time because my parents gave me money for one and I could never afford one since. I get smoked in court left and right. And the number one thing they use is the fact that I'm bipolar. Well, I wasn't bipolar before this relationship. While we were together, that was one of the little shit tests she made me do. She got mad, she gaslighted me, and blamed it all, did some evil shit and tried to flip it back on me. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm leaving. And she's like, well, that's fine, but if you ever want to get back together, you have to go to a psychiatrist and have them tell you that something's wrong with you, and that be official. And I did that just to save the relationship and be with my children while we were still together. And ever since then, she's used it against me. So I can't really ever be. Right now, I'm just trying. All I'm trying to do is be alone, to get the wording on the documentation of my court order or custody order to just say I don't need supervised custody. Because I'm bipolar, they say that I need supervised custody. Nothing ever happened wrong to my children. I've never harmed them. Nothing while I've had custody of them ever went wrong. So why I'm not allowed to be with them alone? I keep fighting and I keep losing. They keep using, well, you're bipolar. Well, you know what? If you don't want that, then get blood work done. And we need 4 notes from every one of your doctors you've ever seen. And we have to prove that you're taking your meds and you got to do this and you got to do that. And it's just like I give up. So I'm wondering if you would represent me or find somebody that would represent me in a court of law. I only get to see my children at my parents' house. There is always supervision. That's not going to change even if the wording in my documentation changes. There will always be other people present, whether I like it or not, just because that's how I have to. I don't have the money to have an apartment where I can have both my children over. I have a boy and a girl. I can't afford a 3-bedroom apartment, so once a month my fucking kids can come over. I can barely afford the 1-bedroom I live in, you feel me? But I keep getting smoked in court. So I'm wondering if you would help me, represent me, or even give me pointers or anything so that I can just be alone with my children, take them to the fair or a movie or to a park and not get in trouble for not having somebody babysitting me while I'm babysitting my children. And by the way, another thing that's happening is domestic relations, okay? My son is in high school, okay? He's also bisexual because his fucking teachers taught him to be that way and pounded through his head. He's probably not bisexual, but he's been told that so much he thinks he is. And he's got a significant other. He's a boyfriend, for fucking Christ's sake. I'm not happy about it, but I guess I got to accept it. But he's dating people. He's shaving. He has pubic hair. So why I have to keep shelling out money for daycare, which he never goes to anyway, I don't know, but I keep fighting against it and again losing. So anyway, I'm a jumble of things. I'm a lot. I'm a dichotomy. I'm a great study for you, Dr. Peterson, and I need your help. If you get this message, you are my highest guru, and I am one of your most devout students. I will do anything I can to get if I have to die in order that your message gets across to the masses, so be it. Gladly I will give my life to save the lives of other men and the rest of the world. We are on a crash course for disaster, and you know it, and I know it. So how can we stop it? I don't know. Well, communicating together positively will be a good start. And this message, this video, is me communicating positively with you. Expect to hear from me, Dr. Peterson. My name is Richie Romance. I'm the greatest white rapper that ever held a mic, and I am your disciple. Thank you, sir.